Now get you a big scoop from the SCO summit as India has foiled Pakistan terror treachery. Pakistan's bid to rake up Balochistan once again has been thwarted as India stood ground on Pakistan's Pahalgam role. Rajnath Singh, who's refused to sign a joint SCO statement. In the draft resolution and negotiations, Pakistanis tried including references of Balochistan with respect to terrorism, to which India objected. Also, India wanted a mention about how India wanted a mention about the Pahalgam attack. India insisted and thus refused to sign the document, a big step that has been taken by Defense Minister Rajnath Singh. In a lack of consensus, now there will be no joint statement after the Defense Minister level meeting of SCO concludes. And remember, India has made its position very clear that it will not go ahead with a joint statement because Pakistan and China are nations that go soft on terror. Let me cut across to Pranay Upadhyay, editor India Today Global, with further details of what transpired at the SCO summit and the new India that is very clear when its position on terrorism is concerned, when it is about exposing Pakistan on how they have been infiltrating terror onto our side. And this is their age-old tactic of raking up Balochistan when India talks Kashmir, but not anymore that it will work because Pakistan stands exposed.
Swisha, you're absolutely right. Defense Minister Rajnath Singh, who is currently visiting Qingdao in China for the SCO Defense Ministers meeting, he has emphatically not only stated India's position as far as the terrorism issue is concerned, but also stalled Pakistani effort to bring Balochistan and, to portray Pakistan, their state, as a victim of terror. The old trick which they played in Sharm el-Sheikh, but this time thwarted and stalled by Defense Minister Rajnath Singh, because he wanted in Indian side during the negotiation made it clear that terrorism need to find a mention in this joint statement to uphold the spirit of SCO, to have cooperation with among the SCO countries, because the terrorism is an impediment for having a regional cooperation and also for having a better coordination among the SCO member state, because the cross-border terrorism which India suffered a lot, and Pahalgam is another and the most recent example where the heinously 26 innocent people have been killed, those who are only tourists. And this should find a reflection, this should find a place in the joint statement. And Pakistan tried to stall the reference about TRF, the resistance front, which is allegedly carried out this terror attack, and also offshoot organization of Lashkar-e-Toiba. And Suesha, this is not for the first time that the Pakistanis have tried to stall this thing. Recently, during the UNSC meeting also, when the efforts were on to have a resolution condemning the Pahalgam terror attack, they stalled effort, and also the Chinese helped them to stall that effort in United Nations Security Council. And this time as well, it happened on the Chinese soil. But India has clearly defined the red lines as far as the issue of terrorism is concerned. And India's renewed doctrine as far as the terrorism issue is concerned, that has not only been made clear, but also it's been defined that if there is no reflection about terrorism, then India won't be signing the document, and there will not be any joint statement.
Oh yes, absolutely. Pranay, I request you to stay on with us as we take our viewers in detail through what happened at the SCO summit. Defense Minister Rajnath Singh has taken a bold stand against cross-border terrorism at the SCO summit. In fact, sources have also confirmed that Rajnath Singh refused to sign any document that sought to dilute and downplay India's concerns over terrorism, especially after the Pahalgam terror attack. During the meet, Rajnath Singh delivered a blunt message to the SCO bloc, invoking the dastardly Pahalgam attack that claimed 26 lives of innocent tourists in Kashmir. Rajnath Singh asserted that it is the time to unite and bring those who fund and sponsor terror to task. Rajnath Singh made it clear India will not engage in pleasantries or photo ops when terror is being whitewashed. Notably, he did not exchange greetings with the Pakistani Defense Minister during the meet.
On 22nd April 2025, the terror group, the Resistance Front, carried out a dastardly and a heinous attack on the innocent tourists in Pahalgam, in the Indian state of the Jammu and Kashmir. 26 innocent civilians, including a Nepali national, were killed. Victims were sought after they were profiled based on the religious identity. The Resistance Front, which is a proxy of UN-designated terror group Lashkar-e-Toiba, claimed responsibility for the attack. The pattern of the Pahalgam terror attack matches with LET's previous terror attacks in India. In exercising its right to defend against terrorism and preempt as well as deter further cross-border terrorist attacks, India on 7th May 2025 successfully launched Operation Sindoor to dismantle cross-border terrorist infrastructure. We reiterate the need to hold the perpetrators, organizers, financiers, and sponsors of reprehensible acts of terrorism, including cross-border terrorism, accountable and bring them to justice. Any acts of terrorism are criminal and unjustifiable regardless of their motivation, whenever, wherever, and by whomsoever committed. SCO members must condemn this evil unequivocally.
Pranay, I want to come back to you because India making its position clear and the bold decision that has been taken to not sign a joint document. But tell our viewers about that document that reportedly had no mention of the Pahalgam terror attack, however, had a reference to activities in Balochistan.
Srisha, as a normal practice, whenever there is an SCO meeting, the host country try and bring a joint statement, and therefore there were efforts to have a joint statement after the meeting. But as per the tradition of the SCO, the document has to come with a consensus. Pakistanis, in connivance with the Chinese, they tried to have in the Balochistan issue included in the joint statement, but they did not want any reference of Pahalgam. And in fact, we have seen what we are learning from our sources that the Chinese were also helping that issue, and therefore as part of the negotiation, India not only insisted that there has to be a reference about Pahalgam terror attack, and also this Balochistan issue cannot be equated because Balochistan is an internal problem of Pakistan, but this cannot be equated with a cross-border terrorism issue. And as you heard, Raksha Mantri Rajnath Singh clearly mentioned that there is a history of Pakistan-sponsored terrorism. So the Indian delegation led by the Defense Minister Rajnath Singh clearly made their point clear on the negotiating table, and that's why refused to sign any document which does not have any reference of the Pahalgam terror attack, and also emphatically doesn't mention about the issue of terrorism and putting those who are harboring terrorism, those who are sponsoring terrorism, those who are financing terrorism responsible and accountable for such acts.